Hello everyone, today we will discuss C language including what is an array, how to declare an array, how to initialize and data extraction. Array is collection of similar elements or array is collection of homogeneous elements. Array can be collection of integers, array can be collection of floats, array can be collection of characters. The collection of characters is known as string, and all elements of an array must be same type. If you have an array of size 10, then you cannot store 5 numbers of integers and 5 numbers of float inside this array. So all 10 elements will be either integers, either floats. Array declaration. How to declare an array? We use int keyword, that this array will be type of integers, then followed by the name of an array. In this case, the name of an array is ARR. Then after inside the brackets you will give the size of an array here. Then after semicolon, here we have the array size 30. So you can also declare your array. At the same time, you can also initialize an array. So here you can see that the array after int the name of array, and then after the size of array is 5. Then after we are now going to assign the values. We can give the values to an array by curly brackets, and inside curly brackets we can give the values separated by commas. Here there are 1 2 3 4 5 values for this array. So the size of an array is 5, therefore we can only store 5 numbers. So there are 1 2 3 4 5 numbers. The numbers are 1 2 3 4 and 6. So you can also initialize your array and declare and initialize your array without the size of an array, only in this case. So we will give the type of array integers, so we can only store integers in this array. The name of the array is ARR. Then after you may leave the size of an array here, as you can see. Then after you will give the values to this array. So in this case you can give the values as long as you want. So when compiler finds this array, then it will check for the values, how many values are there. There are 1 2 3 4 5 values. So compiler will itself gives the size of an array by 5. If the values are 10, then the compiler will give this value size to this array 10. Therefore you can also initialize and declare your array in this case, and you can also initialize and declare your array with this. Then after you can also initialize your array. If the size of an array is 4, then you can separately give the values to each array's location. So you must remember that the first address of an array starts from the 0 location. So the array's 0 locations occupies and the number 20. Array's first location occupies the, so logically this will be technically this will be the first value. However, this is the just number of the address of an array. So at one location of an array we store value 30. At 2 location of an array we store 40. At 3 location of an array we store 50. So here you can see the the logical structure of an array. At the left side you can see there is a address of an array. This is first address, second, third and fourth. This is the array with size 4, and these are the values we are storing inside this array. So ARR, this array will occupy 4. This will occupy the 4 values. Okay. Now let's do the practical with div. Okay. First we include Then after we include okay, then after main function, here you can yes, okay, you can initialize your array type integers and array size will be 3, so it can only store 3 values. So you can initialize your array at the array's 0 location. We are going to store 500. At array's first location we are storing value 300. We can store at array's second location will store value 800. So there are 3 values and 3 values will be stored in this array. The size of array is 3. Okay, you can also print here printf with printf statement. These all this array is type of integers, so we will use format specifier %d and escape sequence /n for new line. Then after gives semicolon, then you must give the array name. Array name is ARR and the what value should printf store display. So arrays, please print the value of an array at location 0. So at location 0 the value of an array is 500, so this will print the 500. Okay, you can add and second this is this and second printf will print the value print the value of an array at location 1. So at location 1 it will print 300, then after it will print value of array at location 2 will be 800. So now let's compile it, see. Okay, 0 errors and you can run now. As you can see, it prints first, it print 500, then 300, then 800. Okay, you can also initialize an array and as well as you can give the value directly at the same time. So here is a declaration, then after I am going to initialize the values. Initialize the array with 200. Okay, what doesn't matter. Okay, then after semicolon. Here I have given the 3 values, so the size of array is 3 and it will print only these values. So at 0 location it stores 200 because it's first. So this will be the 0 location, this will be 1 location, this will be 2 location of an array. So there are 3 values and first 0, 1, 2, there are total 3 addresses start from 0. So at 0 location it will print 200, at 1 location it will print 499, at second location, at the location array 2 prints 500. So let's compile it again and execute. As you can see, it prints 200, 499 and 500. Okay, so I have told you that you can also leave the array value here. You can leave the array value here, and as long as you give the values. So here there are 3 values and I'm not going to give the size of an array. So this compiler will itself gives the size of value size of array here. So it will checks how many values are there. There are 3 values, so array size will be 3. So I am leaving the size and let's see what will compiler do. So compile it and then run it. So as you can see, there are 3 values printed. So an array has been initialized with size array has been initialized with size 3. If I am going to give the values greater, let's suppose now there are number of 4 values, 4 and 5, 6 7. Now the size of an array is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you start from 0 location 200, 1 location 499, 2 location 500, 3 location 600, 4 location 599, 5 location, 6 location. Okay, so there are total 6 locations. So I'm going to print all. If I leave the other values, so it will also print, but I'm going to print all values of this array. So at location 3, please print the value. At location 4 of an array, please print the value. At location 5, please print the value. So there are one more. At 6 location, there is, please print the value. So there are total 7 numbers, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 values, and compiler will assign the size of array 7, because there are 7 values I am initializing to this array. So automatically compiler will give the size of an array 7, and it prints the values. Okay, let's compile it. Let's compile. Okay, it says that I haven't give the small bracket, so here is an error. Compiler will check the compile time errors, compile it, and there is no error, warnings 0, and you can now run it. As you can see, all of the arrays values at 0 location 200, at 1 location 499, 3rd location 500, 600, and 599, 6999, and 3000. So there are total 7 values, and all 7 values has been printed. So this is an array initialization and declaration. So you can use this type of initialization also. So okay, if an array is type of character, if an array is correct type of character, okay, and it contains 3, okay, so how can you give the values? You will give the values in single quotation. Let's say A, first character will be A. Then how many values will be in this type of array? There will be 3 values. At 0 location it stores A. At 2nd location it stores L. At 3rd location it stores I. So there are 3 characters, it stores only 3. Okay, so if you want to print these values of an array, then how do you do this? Okay, so you can do this by printf, and you will use format specifier %s, small cap, not caps. Okay, so now let's compile it. Okay, so the size of an array is 3, but we are storing the values from 0 to 2. So there must be the characters size. We are not going to give the name here, you can see here, so we must give the name. Sorry, so now it will work. I was confused. Okay, now warning is 0, error is 0. So let's compile it, and there is no error. Let's run it. So it's not going to give the results. Why? It is because we are not using the correct format specifier here. Maybe let's try this one, compile it. Okay, no errors. Let's run it. Here you can see, so S, the format specifier S is used for strings. If you have more than one characters, then you should use %s. If you want to print only single character, then you use format specifier C. So okay, the size of an array is 3. Then at location 0 it stores A, at location 1 it stores L, and at location 2 it stores I. Then after it prints %c. At location 0 please print the character for of an array at location 0, which is A. Then after at location 1 please print the value of an array, which will be L. Then after I. So in this case you can in this way you can write the code for character type of array. So this is this is very small array, right? If you have 100 size of array, if you have 100 size of array, then how can you fill your data? For example, the array size is 100 and its integer type. You can fill this array by using for loop. So this is known as initialization of an array. I is equals to, so here you must give the value I. Okay, I is equals to initialize. Here I am going to initialize two variables. One is array and second is integer I. Both variables are type of integers. Then I'm going to initialize I with 1 and I is less than equals to 100. Okay, then after I'm going to increase the I value. Now you will see that here let's fill the array with arrays I location. So array starts from 0 location, right? So it will be 99. Now it's the 100. Okay, at location of array I is going to assign the value I. Okay, so now this is how to fill an array. So how you can extract extraction of array. You can extract the large array by using the for loop also. So I will be equals to 0. I'm going to reinitialize I is equals to less than equals to 99 and I plus plus. Here you can print f. The array is type of integers, so %d/n. Okay, then arrays ith location. So when now let's compile it. So there are two variables I and array, both are integer types. Then I'm going to initialize I with 0. Then for loop will continue from 0 to 99. So 100 times it will execute. So in when first time loop will execute, then arrays I will be 0. So arrays 0 location will store value. What will be the I is 0. So at 0 location it stores value 0. Then after it it takes the increment of I. Then I's value is 1. Then at location of array 1 it stores 1. Then at location 2 it continues up to 99. So at 0 location it stores 0. At 1 location it stores 1. At second location it stores 2. At 3 location it stores 3. At 4 location it stores 4. And at 99 location it stores 99. So now we have the array from 0 to 99. The values are 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to 99. So these are the values of an array, and it has now here array has been initialized with values, and here array has been declared. Now here we are going to extract the values. Here we have filled the array with values, and now I am going to extract the values of an array from here. So we can use for loop, from it execute from 0 to 99. So here printf when this loop will continue from at first time, when this loop will execute first time, then i's location will be 0. So at 0 location please print the value, at 1 location please print the value, at second location please print the value. At 0 location it stores 0 value, at 1 location it stores 1, at 2 location it stores 2. So it will print from 0 to 99. Let's compile it and run it. Okay, as you can see, the array has been filled and the values of an array has been printed from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see here, up to 99. So in this way you can fill your array if the array size is large, and you can also also print the values of an array by using for loop. If you have any question you can ask, and these are the labs, and thank you.